There's JT Thomas, right?
Second chance, Thomas! JT tied 3! Ooh, there's nothing sweeter than a 5-hole goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome in to St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Joey Zanaboni out here on the carpet for you at the beautiful Family Arena in St. Charles. Ambush back for the first time since December 4th, trying to split a series against the Dallas Sidekicks. They've come in from the Lone Star State, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be one heck of a game tonight. Last night was pretty good as well. Ambush got out to a 2-0 lead in the first quarter, went up 3-1 early in the second half, but this Dallas team under new head coach Ricardinho, they've got a lot of fight in them, and they roared back to take down the Ambush. 4-3 last night. It's a quick turnaround, both teams hopping on flights very early this morning, getting into the St. Louis area, and now finding a way to get their legs under them and come out in the second game of this two-game set, trying to put their best effort together in the final day of 2021. We're so glad you could be with us here on the Big 550 KTRS and MASL TV. It's the third home game of the season for the Ambush. Let me tell you what, it's going to be mighty memorable. We have balloons up top. They're going to come down after the game. It's a New Year's Eve celebration out here at the Family Arena. If you can, get on out. Come see us here in St. Charles. St. Louis Ambush, Dallas Sidekicks, coming up right after this on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
At Raising Cane's, we focus on getting it right every time. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
Perfect. The color, the flowers. That's just the whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
Club Fitness knows St. Louis. We live local in our town. We work, we laugh, we give back, we sweat, support, and connect. We work every day to support your fitness goals and our community's needs. We've had your support for 35 years. We will always be there for you. Make a difference in your life and our community. Because lifting local lifts everybody.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Players are on the field. National anthem has been played. Let's kick the tires. Let's light the fires for the final time in 2021. Ambush and the Dallas Sidekicks about to tangle here on Axios Field. St. Charles Family Arena, the place to be here on December the 31st. Ambush and Sidekicks last night down in the Dallas area. It was Allen, Texas. It was a great game of soccer. Ambush got out to an early lead, but This Dallas team stormed back to take the first of this two-game set by a final score of 4-3. Ready to get a little revenge here on the home carpet. The ambush adorned in the pink and teal new kits, and they are going hard. Sidekicks, they are in the white and green. Thankful to have you with us on this final day of 2021. My name's Joey Zanaboni. My partner in crime, Matt Rocchio, he is on vacation today, but we know he's out there listening in internet radio and television land, and thankful that you have joined him. The ambush looking for that second W in 3 regular season games here at the Family Arena so far this year. It's going to be a party, especially after the game. They have about, 500 balloons tied to the ceiling right now, and they're all going to come down on the turf for a raucous New Year's crowd that'll celebrate with the ambush after hopefully that second win in 3 tries so far here at the Family Arena. If you go back to the Central Cup preseason tournament, it would be the 4th in 5 games on this carpet this season. The officials for today's match are brought to you by Capelli. Capelli is the official uniform sponsor of the MASL. Today's game officials are Shane Butler, Joseph Bocht, Matthew Stein, and Matt Geringer. The MASL would like to wish you and yours a happy new year. On behalf of all staff, players, and teams, have a great and safe new year. We hope to see you at a game in 2022. Ambush going right to left, the Sidekicks going left to right. It's Tito Favela back in net for the ambush. Sam Guernsey, Pepe, Will Eske, JT Thomas, and Mo NDI, who was not active yesterday in Allen, are out on the field for the home team. Juan Gamboa, he's in net for the visitors. He is accompanied by Christian Quintana, Felipe Silva, Gustavo Piedra, Jamie Lovegrove, and Luis Morales on the turf for the new Sidekicks head coach, Ricardinho. He takes the place of Pablo da Silva. Yesterday was his debut game as a head man for the Sidekicks and made the most of it. 4-3 win. Sidekicks tab it off first, and Piedra here, he is going to knock it back through the keeper Gamboa. A small correction for you. Teams have switched up the sides. It is Dallas going here right to left, ambush left to right. At the center stripe, the Sidekicks try to move it into the ambush end. Vadim Kochikov able to move it forward. Greg Muir, head man for the ambush, saying that he will play back here today. Gustavo Piedra trying to break through at center for the Sidekicks. Mo trying to slot a quick pass down low far side for JT Thomas. Picked off by the Sidekicks, taken into the ambush, and quick rip, left foot, getting a glove on it. Nice work there by Favela. Luis Morales on the rip there for Dallas. Ambush reclaim. At midfield, Kochikov taking it into the Sidekicks end and knocked away from it by Steven Gonzalez. Vadim had the 3rd goal in a comeback win last time the ambush were here, December 4th. Huge 7-6 W over the Milwaukee Wave. Ambush trying to build on that momentum here at home. Some switching for Dallas. Gonzalez controls at midfield, knocks it back through David Ortiz. And circulated on to Julio Varela. Varela through the center circle. Eased to Mike Jones. And Sidekicks control here with 13:40 left to go in the first quarter. And scoreless right now. Ambush last night scored twice in the opening period. Challenge at midfield by Duduka. Knocked Mike Jones to the ground, and he takes a tumble. It's whistled dead. It'll be the first foul of the game. Duduka Carvalho, he had a late strike against the Wave here in early December. His first goal since a lengthy period of time that he missed due to injury. It was an emotional finish for him, and he scored last night again down there in Allen. Rio Ramirez off the restart that was just tapped back. Give to Jones. And coming back to try to get to it, Brendan Lee. He's able to slip past Lucas Almeida. Nice work by Christian Briggs. Wouldn't really let him into the ambush end. And clearance recovered by Dallas. A shot outside. Marcel Berry in pursuit, able to chase it into the Dallas end. He gets a deflection on a clearance. Goes toward the net, but it is extinguished easily by Gamboa. He is in a bright orange jersey. Back there in net for Dallas. Gamboa, part of a goaltending unit that also features Cody Coy and Esteban Vasquez. Neither of them have made the trip, according to Ricardinho, so it is going to be Gamboa back there for the entirety for this Dallas team. Dancing forward with it, Piedra. In the ambush end. Moved it outside to Sebastian Mendez. His shot parried. Ends up back toward midfield. Dallas. Quintana moves it far side corner. Briggs on the defense. Wouldn't let any entry. Quintana eases. And coming to claim Silva. Pushed back outside by Mendez. Silva up top. Drop down to Piedra just inside the yellow stripe. Pepe on the defense. Dallas, that was their first win of the season after starting 0-3. Got the W last night. Shot attempt by Morales. Partially tipped. Another one from the yellow line, knocked away by the ambush defense. It was Piedra who tried his luck. Stymied by Almeida, who put some pressure on. Far side board, a hard challenge. Taking the tumble was Quintana, and it's the second foul of the game on the ambush. Almeida whistled for his first. Near side here, Silva. Mo marking him. Drop back through Jones. The Sidekicks. Tough start to the season for them. Ambush dropped a couple here to start the year. One in St. Charles against Kansas City, one in Kansas City against the Comets. Roared back, though. Took down Dallas in Allen and then ended up with that W over the wave here at the Family Arena. Good steal away, near side board by Mo. Kojikov knocks it far side. Thomas back through the middle. Kojikov had a runner up top. Kyle Swanner, who returns to the lineup today, was open in deep, but the pass was behind him. Easy pickup for Gamboa. Gonzalez easing outside to Jones at midfield. 10:40 to go here in the first quarter. First look there for the ambush. Couldn't get the shot off too cleanly, but still something brewing. Jamie Lovegrove, legend in Dallas, just re-added to their roster, centering and cleared out by the ambush defense. Gamboa came way out of the box to push it back toward midfield. Swanner to Kojikov, trying to go down low to Thomas. Ends up back in the ambush end. Favela springs loose to knock it to Swanner. Pepe. Back in midfield, Pepe, nice pass in the middle. Thomas just beyond the arc, trying to flutter it outside to Mo. And stolen away by the Dallas defense. Tapped back by Quintana and gobbled up by Gamboa. And Gonzalez will walk it out. Mo on the defense. Ambush. Greg Muir described last night's offensive effort as the worst attacking game of the season, but felt like even though a couple of the goals were own goals by the ambush defense, he still felt like they played pretty well defensively last night. Of course, with Mo back up top in the lineup, that offense will get a lot better today. Ambush able to extinguish a try. Thomas has his pocket picked in the middle, though. And Dallas has controlled possession through the first 5.5. They control it right now with Rio Ramirez. And springing Jones through the legs of Briggs, top of the arc. They tried to get it to Bradley Baladez. Ambush defense able to tap it away. Baladez reclaims. Quick shot. Turnage. Varela slammed it into Pepe. Gets another chance. Slams it to the board. Now a juggling act at a goal. Pietra at the top of the key. Able to poke it to himself in the air and then finish left-footed around Favela. Went far side on him. A goal for Dallas with 9:03 to go here in the first. And the Sidekicks, they enjoy their first quarter lead of this two-game series. Pretty finish by the Sidekicks. Initial chance went off the glass, chested down, touched to himself in the air. That's just gorgeous from Piedra. He's from Plano, Texas, 5'9", 150. 26-year-old with a highlight goal there for the Dallas Sidekicks. After the initial chance was on for Baladez, they tried to get it to him up top. He was able to make a second opportunity, and ultimately that did pay dividends on the other side. Ambush almost take it right back. Marcel Berry working through the Dallas Sidekicks defense. Shot low and just wide. And quick strike. Won't yield a tie game. The Sidekicks. Sebastian Mendez off to Silva back at midfield. And Quintana. And puts it forward. Ambush trailing 1-0. Team, a little bit of a tough start. It's been a wild couple of travel days for this ambush side. Early flights, both teams just getting in this morning to the St. Louis area. I'm talking to Ricardinho and Greg Muir, though. Head coaches, both of the same mind. They know the other side has to go through it as well. Silva, easing Jones. And punch back across the middle. Brendan Lee from the yellow stripe. Goes far corner, has a friend up top. Ambush defense able to ease him back toward the top of the key. Guernsey doing a good job there to make sure that the shot could never come off the foot of Cameron Brown. He's another recent re-addition to this Dallas roster. Guy who's played with them before, done well with them before. Valadez feeding Jones. Midfield strike. Ease. Gonzalez, quick turn, deflected by Guernsey, went wide. Off the board, Almeida. And try to get it loose. Sidekicks have done a nice job to keep this penned. Tough start to the season for them, but a fresh start now as well with their new head man, Ricardinho, pulling the strings. Lovegrove trying to centralize. Ambush defense, able to spring it out. That's Kochikov on the run, onto the Dallas side, tries to get a shot off. Defensive effort, wonderful from Rio Ramirez. Came sliding back, deflected the shot. Vadim couldn't get it away cleanly. That goes cleanly out of bounds. Dallas clearance ends up in the third row of seats to take us to a media timeout. Here is 7:02 to go in the first period. The Ambush and the Dallas Sidekicks right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. The Ambush have partnered with the Big 550 KTRS this season to have all their home games broadcast live on radio or on the 550 KTRS app. We are so happy to be with you on the radio as well as through this great MASL TV stream. And remember, the next post-game autograph session on the field for the Ambush is January 16th. The first 1,000 fans in attendance get the second poster in the Sumner One poster series. That is 5 poster and autograph sessions throughout the season. That Sumner One poster, first one was here December 4th against the Milwaukee Wave. The fans really enjoyed it, and they will enjoy the one as well on January the 16th. That's the second in our poster series. Remember, fans, when you're not out here at the St. Charles Family Arena, tune in to MASL Prime Time. MASL Prime Time is the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Friday on MASL TV with my good friend Alex Boschavanski. That's MASL Prime Time for the latest and greatest on the Major Arena Soccer League. Restart for the Ambush here. Top of the arc, 7:02 to go in the first. And it's tapped back to Duduka, left foot deflected. It's stopped up by a Dallas defender in deep. Last one to get the body on it was Quintana. Ambush was saying handball. Tweety Bird stays silent. Attack mode now. Duduka on the near side, trying to back down a defender. He's able to slip past Quintana. Centralization. Pinball through. Ambush try to get it going again with Schmerman. He slipped and fell. He's down in the Dallas end. On the Ambush side, Jones knocks it off the board in front of the goal. Chance went wide. Jones tried to clean it up and knocked it just wide as well. And now a whistle does come out to give the Ambush a quick restart from down low. Wow, a flurry of activity as Jones set a friend up in front. Quintana ultimately had a foul to throw a bucket of water on the fire. It was Jones with the best look at it. Tap wouldn't go for him. The Ambush able to breathe a sigh of relief. Restart ends up all the way down with Gamboa on the other side. Wow. Dallas pouring it on here in terms of the chances, but it does start, I think, to feel a little bit more comfortable on the offensive end for the Ambush here after that restart that almost found its way past Quintana and Gamboa. Over the top. Dallas serving it into the Ambush end. Slipping and falling, trying to get to it, Brown. Briggs tried to clear it. Pepe gets a foot on it at the top of the arc. Swished loose by the Ambush defense. And Tony Walls, who scored yesterday's first goal in pursuit, unable to claim in the Sidekick side. Eased out through Lee. Midfield with 5:32 left here in the first quarter. Ambush trailing 1-0. That might change right here. Walls with a takeaway against Jones. Walls trying to thread his way through, triangulated, and ultimately thwarted by the Sidekicks defense. Gonzalez tapping it back to the center circle. And Thomas springs on for the Ambush. So darn good this season. JT Thomas, he's been lethal. Had a hat trick against Milwaukee. See if we can get him something up top. Valadez again going to work just outside the box for Dallas, trying to push past Pepe. Pepe not happy here. Valadez went down, and Pepe is trying to help him up. The referee was trying to maybe move Pepe away, and Pepe said, hey, I'm just trying to help the guy up. He helps Valadez up here. Third foul of the first quarter for this ambush side. And corner kick. It's Lovegrove giving through Quintana up top. Not an official corner, but the restart served out of the corner. And Pepe able to help break it up on the far side. Gets to it toward the wall. Headed back in by the Sidekicks. Headed and ultimately dismissed by Briggs. Deduca. Give back to Thomas. Over the top, wanted Eske. Gamboa with the shot going wide. Got a glove on it. Knocked it off the boards. Eske to Deduca. Eske! Stopped up at the last moment by Quintana. Loose change gathered briefly by Kojikov. And now stolen back by Eske. Going to the ground was Lovegrove trying to break it loose. Ambush. That was pretty there between Eske and Deduca. Can we find something that might be goal bound here? Vadim off the wall, Thomas, chance! Oh, Gamboa turned it aside, and the second one went just a little bit wide. Reserved in by Guernsey. And poked loose by the Dallas Sidekicks. It runs all the way down toward Tito Favela. Sway Mason, he is a scratch today. It's Tito and a new face on this roster, Jose Resendez, who are expected to do the goalkeeping for the ambush. Gamboa, the only man with the mitts for Dallas, facing another chance. Volley in the far corner and a ball served from midfield ends up high and wide. And came off the boot of Kojikov, didn't get it as cleanly as he wanted. Restart. Ends up with Ortiz trying to tip through the ambush defense. Taken away by Pepe. Given back to Tito. Remember, the keeper can only touch it once. New rule this year in the MASL. Mo. Trying to glide, now spin through the Dallas defense, feeding outside to Marcel from the top of the arc, and it was tipped away. Mo looked like he had an avenue toward the goal and tried to feed Barry. Ambush with Pepe trying to get it to him. Mo takes a spill, maybe courtesy of the Sidekicks with 2:48. They might have gotten away with one there. Mo still in the game, up top, gets another feed. Mo NDI, one of the best in the business. Puts one just wide round Ortiz and Gamboa. Morales touching on to Jones. Dallas on the attack. Ortiz in support with 2:27. Lets it breathe back here a little bit. Dallas, a couple pairs of fresh legs getting on the field. Gonzalez. Give to Lee. Near side, takes it toward the yellow line. Mo on the defense. Lee. Setting up Quintana. And Quintana gets it back. Has a ray of daylight. Just misses wide. Touch off the post. Dallas able to regather on the second chance. The Sidekicks feed Quintana again. Tries his luck again, and this time puts way too much helium in it. Well high with $1.49. The ambush will be able to boot it out of their own end. And it's rolled loose by Favela. 1-0, Sidekicks with the advantage. And Dallas playing extremely well right now over the last few quarters. Ambush with Walls trying to center. On top of the box, Kojikov went down, no whistle. Pietra with the goal. Lee trying to add his name. Across the yellow stripe. Driving it back for Gonzalez. Scrum forward on the far board. Lee emerges with it with $1.10. Lee knocks it off the wall in the middle. Almeida able to gather that with the help of Otto Jahic. He's also returning to the ambush lineup. Lee down behind the play. And Lee does look like he's injured. Tito Favela helping him up on the far side. And Lee able to get to his feet under his own power. Very gently and very gingerly making his way to the Sidekicks bench. Dallas will get him checked out here. Ambush on a restart from their own end. Sent forward by Guernsey. Walls trying to wall off a defender. Tony, knock back. Sam seeking the far corner. Had a runner down in deep. That was Kochikov. Dismissed easily, though, by the Dallas defense. 45 seconds. Takeaway from Tito by Baladez. And Baladez just missing a little bit wide going far post. Piedra sends it back, top of the arc. Oh, what a great diving block by Thomas. Got in front of a shot by Lovegrove. Clearance bounces up onto the Dallas bench. Thomas sacrifices the body to perhaps prevent a goal after a mistake from Favela. Just wrestled away from him by Baladez, who helped to set up that first strike just about 6 minutes into the game by Piedra. Off the restart, Thomas able to chest down a line drive at the top of the arc. Bounces it forward to Duduka. Carvalho able to gather and turn. 11 seconds left here in the period. Through Swanner, knocked off the near side board. Duduka against Jones, 5 seconds. Duduka leaves one. Pepe a shot well high off the glass. And the final chance is going to end up well wide on a volley off the foot of Marcel Berry. First 15 complete here at Axios Field and the St. Charles Family Arena. The St. Louis Ambush and the Dallas Sidekicks 1-0. Sidekicks here in St. Charles. We're back after this on MASL TV.
Yourself to the finer things in life.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on getting it right every time. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
When I owned a small soccer business, I learned firsthand how tough being a small business owner can be. It was difficult keeping up with our accounting and taxes on top of running the business. Struggling to find help, I knew there had to be a better way. At CPAs for Hire, we understand the challenges small business owners face because we've been there. We take a personal approach to understanding your unique accounting, tax, and advisory needs, and customize affordable solutions that will help your business grow. We want to take this stress off your plate so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. Contact CPAs for Hire today to get your business on the right track.
Not going out means drinking in. Free delivery to your door through the preferred liquor app.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
KTRS. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. One complete. Sidekicks lead 1-0. Piedra on the goal. It is the only tally of the game so far. It came at 5:57. Dallas outshoots St. Louis 7-4 in that opening stanza. Ambush going right to left now, trying to find a way to even the score here in the second piece of pie. Ball leaks all the way back to Favela. Esque, who had a good look in the first. He rips one here, and it's knocked aside by Gamboa. Second try. Mo knocked it through the middle. Off the wall, it came through the box to Esque, but chipped away by this Dallas defense. Pepe reclaims in the ambush end. Good energetic start here for the ambush offense. Served over the top. Mo trying to get to it. And Pepe sent it just a hair long for him. Gathered by Gamboa. Winged out toward Ortiz. Deflects back through the Sidekicks defense. They hold them in the back. They were better in terms of possession. In that first quarter, though, in the indoor game, possession, not always the telltale sign of who's been the better team, who can move forward on that first touch. Often seems to be the more decisive factor. Otto Yahic just off the ambush bench. Midfield, gets a little give and go going here through the middle. Yahic, footwork, wonderful, springs it outside toward Almeida. Lucas knocks it off the board. Mo, tap back, Yahic. He threads one just wide, using the outside of the foot and tried to poke it by Gamboa. It ended up about 6 inches off the post, and Gamboa got it in the mousetrap. Physical play on the clearance, rolled loose, and Almeida, he stung Sebastian Mendez just past the yellow line on this Dallas side of the field. Their restart goes over the top. Able to find Mendez. Mendez challenging Yahic. He wraps one toward Favela. He got a hand on it twice. Able to volleyball it away from a closing side kick attacker. And Kochikov takes it across midfield. It was Valadez who was working in against him. And Kochikov, after that save slash volley was made, took it loose, and he got hammered on the far side against the board. The foul goes against Rio Ramirez. Ambush able to tap it forward to Duduka. Back through Pepe midfield. Pepe going against Valadez. Fires one just wide. Perhaps a shot, perhaps a pass. Has Swanner in the area on the far side. Vadim keeping it alive midfield. Knocked it away from the Sidekicks, but they're able to once again reclaim the back. They've been very steady on defense. Mistake here, though, a giveaway. Pepe off the steal with the left foot centering for Duduka. Knocked away at the top of the arc by the Sidekicks defense. Jones tried to sweep it out. Vadim, who's playing in the back. Nice work through the middle. Left it for Swanner to Duduka. Back to Pepe. Just inside the gold stripe. Pepe lets it breathe back through Vadim Kochikov. That's a key change that Greg Muir has made. Giving Vadim a chance to operate out of the back. He goes off. Briggs comes on. Ambush lose it at the top of the arc. The steal away by the Sidekicks. Rio Ramirez able to burst through and grab that. Ramirez from Arlington, Texas. Youngster just 23 years old. Able to engineer an opportunity on the other side. Ambush able to thwart it. Centralization was by Morales. Takeaway by Swanner. He's going to get a touch of rest. Kyle, one of the most recent additions to this roster, 22 years old, youngest son of Jamie Swanner, assistant coach, and of course his name and number are up there in the rafters here at the Family Arena. Just inside the Sidekicks end, Walls with a foul on the near board. Got a little bit tangled there with Lovegrove. Sidekicks restarting like a 94 Dell, slowly but rest assuredly. Gamboa cranks it up, goes over the top with seeking Cameron Brown. Christian Briggs trying to clear it. Briggs pulled down perhaps by Silva right on the edge of the box. He comes up shrugging. There was no whistle. Gathered by Favela. Now Walls going to play a little pitch and catch with the feet of Favela. Tito knocks it forward in the far side corner. Again, a keeper can only touch it once before it goes out of bounds. The other team gets possession, something like that. That's a new rule and a key rule here in the MASL in 2021 and 2022. Gonzalez, far side, center strike, pulled away by Esque. Will Esque, he's been working hard out there today. Greg Muir, of his team's performance last night, he said, I see that that desire is there. This team is being forged, in his words. Trying to close out 2021 right. The club right now 2-3, 4-3 if you go back to the Central Cup, the preseason tournament, right here at the Family Arena. The squad played very well against the Omaha Kings, the Wichita Wings. A couple of close ones against Kansas City. Takeaway by Jones. Works it into the ambush end. Far corner, Valadez trying to center. Chased down by Favela. Vadim going cross field. Mo got a body on it. Tremendous fan support here in 2021. Trying to put on a show here. New Year's Eve. Mo to Barry. Tap back. Mo NDI. A star! Oh, just fires it wide. Missed a far post by a matter of centimeters. Ricochets all the way back to Pepe midfield. Mo, who was just a little under the weather yesterday, did not make the trip to Dallas. Having him back out there gives me a lot of assurance. Good takeaway by Barry. Tapped it to him. Ends up back with Pepe over the top of the key, and he mailed it upstairs. Didn't get it just the way he wanted to. And sent it well over the bar. But that's the Mo factor. You have to account for a guy who's putting together a legendary season. He's got 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points. Points leader on this ambush squad. Sidekicks trying to find their offensive momentum once again. 8:59 left here in the second quarter. They lead at 1-0. They control at midfield after a brief entry into ambush territory. It's walked up by Sebastian Mendez. Near side give Luis Morales. Morales off to Mendez behind the ambush defense. Turned aside by Favela. Mendez able to regather. Knocks back through Morales. Fronted by Briggs. Shot just wide. Morales gave it a rip from just inside the yellow line. Grabbed again on the far side. Sidekicks. Lee back on the field. He was the one to grab the rebound. He suffered what looked like a minor injury. That was toward the end of the first quarter, but has come back. He wanted to pass in the middle there. Ambush do a good job to keep it contained in the far corner. Now a takeaway. Barry through midfield trying to roll it forward. Almeida eliding Jones to keep possession briefly. It's pulled away though by Mendez and recycled through Lee. The Sidekicks change. A switch as well for the ambush with Swanner coming back on. Sidekicks tried to shoot it far corner. They had Lovegrove on a run, never got through. Ambush defense, able to pinball it away. Now it's Barry from Mo. Inside the yellow stripe, trying to center. Turned back by Quintana. Marcel steals it back from the far corner. Eases, Richard Schmerman, left foot. Set it on the carpet, and it's grabbed by Gamboa. Muir praised Schmerman's effort. Last night in Dallas, said he had a good game. Had a good look there. And I expect he'll get another one before this 60-minute contest draws to a close. Still 7 and change left here in the second quarter. Still 1-0, Dallas leading. Not a particularly high-scoring affair yesterday. 2-1 at half. Ambush scored twice in the second quarter, held scoreless. Scored twice in the first quarter, held scoreless in the second. Dallas got on the board in that second quarter. Ambush ran it back to a 2-goal lead in the second half, but couldn't hang on. Duduka up the near side board. Swanner will pop to midfield, gathered by Yahic. Eased cross to Vadim. Kojakov, touch of speed. Bounces it toward Duduka, and Kojakov got tangled on the way there. It was Baladez who took him down. It is whistle dead. Ambush will get a restart here just outside the yellow line. With that flight ball, the official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight. Expertly designed for the indoor game, Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. It's a great ball. Greg Muir with this new ball this year. He says, you know what, it's a little bit denser. He personally likes it. Says the teams like it as well. Dallas, after the restart by the ambush, able to gather calmly and coolly in the defensive end. They bring it into ambush territory and are content just to knock it around toward midfield. We've seen a lot of this, especially in the first quarter. Just under 6 here left in the second. They get the attack going once again. David Ortiz finds a friend up top. Shot deflected, hit the post. It was Morales who gave it a rip. Ambush defense got in the way and just did enough. Esque, Pepe wanting to go forward to Yahic on a run. Second chance, still trying to muscle it to him. Never gets through the Dallas defense. The Sidekicks once again engineering the opportunity, and Morales 2, Lovegrove will make it 2-0. Morales from the near side had Lovegrove streaking down the far side, and Lovegrove in behind the keeper, an easy tap into an empty net for a legend in a Dallas Sidekicks uniform. Pretty setup. Lovegrove with the right foot. Pass was a hair behind him, able to touch it on home. Jamie Lovegrove, veteran presence, his 3rd goal in 4 games now this season for Dallas. 4 games overall. Started this season with the San Diego Sockers. This is his 2nd with Dallas. 4 goals overall, 2 for the Sidekicks this season for Jamie Lovegrove. Part of their fresh new look after switching coaches. Pablo Da Silva out, Ricardinho in. Jamie Lovegrove, he's a new addition as well as an old addition. He makes it 2-0 Dallas as we go to the media timeout at 5:23 remaining in the second. Sidekicks lead it 2-0 over the St. Louis Ambush. Remember, fans, MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note. That's MASLsoccer.com. Tough start for the Ambush, but still plenty of ways to go and still plenty of fun out here at the Family Arena. We're going to have the New Year's Eve celebration in full swing after the game with the balloon drop. Happy to have you with us here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Plenty more fun coming up with the St. Louis Ambush in 2022. The entire MASL, as well as the Ambush, would like to thank you and your family for attending games and tuning in 2021. Have a happy and safe new year. We hope to see you back out in 2022. A lot of great additions to the MASL this year, including Chill.com. Chill.com is the official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to Club Chill. Mo going to tab it off here for the Ambush out of the media timeout. We need him to get a chance here, find a way to get the Ambush on the board. Off the restart, though, Dallas able to steal it away, and a quick shot is banged off the post by Gustavo Piedra. He wanted his 2nd goal of the game. Just missed from the top of the yard, gets a second chance, huge save by Favela. Oh, Tito Favela with a diving save to deprive Piedra. So close so far once again for the youngster out of Plano. Favela, that could have been devastating, a 3rd goal. May not have decided this one, but it would have gone a long way. Ball ultimately bounces up onto the Ambush bench, and they will say that St. Louis touched it last. Dallas tries for a quick restart. It's whistled back as the Ambush gets set up on defense. Tough sledding right now for St. Louis. Still, though, a squad that's been good offensively this year. 7 goals at home against the Wave on the 4th. You have to think there's at least a striker or 2 left in those boots in this 2nd quarter. Still 4.5 in it. The Sidekicks go over the top to the far corner. Swanner able to snuff it. And pulled away by the Dallas attack. They reclaim and restart the party up top. Looked like maybe Swanner was being bodied away from that ball, maybe even pulled away from the ball in the far corner. No whistle came. He was looking for one. And Thomas able to get a takeaway here for St. Louis around the gold stripe. Knocked it to the far side and toward Guernsey. Dallas on a switch. Back in midfield. Steven Gonzalez. 3:57 left here in the second. He's at the controls near side. Typewrites it over to Quintana. Ease to the far side, footwork display. Mo on the defense, prevented it from getting through. Gonzalez back at midfield. Sidekicks, a goal from Lovegrove here in the second. And Morales, feed him on that. He was the one who brought it down that far side and tried to engineer the opportunity. It ultimately ends up out of play here. Pepe off the restart. Springing to Duca. Trying to back down Quintana. And push back through Pepe and Esque. Pepe punches one into the near side corner. Duduka pressured by Quintana from behind. Duduka trying to work it toward Gamboa. Briggs coming over on the help. Esque ultimately able to bail it out. Through Berry. Back to Pepe. Duduka. Give Pepe. Diving save by Gamboa. Well done by Pepe and Duduka. Couldn't find pay dirt. Dallas placed it over the top. Piedra springing to it. Piedra spinning past SK briefly on that far wall. SK able to catch back up to him and knock it away. Good hustle there from Will. Now it's Barry with 2:28 to go in the second quarter. Ambush down by a pair. Pepe at the center stripe. Going back to Kojakov. Vadim just back into the game. Almeida orchestrates it down that far side. From the sniper's nest. Looking for something to open up. Yahic pushes it back to Guernsey. Guernsey over to Yahic. Fronted by Jones. Taps it back toward Guernsey. It rolls past him and goes back onto the ambush end. Controlled right around that center circle by Kojakov. Gave it to Guernsey and got a shove for his trouble from Mendez. It's been physical out there. Fortuitous bounce to Walls. Oh, he flicked it up and flicked it over the plexiglass. He's trying to get it over Gamboa and then hammer it home on a bounce back off the glass. Played well by Yahic, able to bounce it toward him, and Walls, he put his hands to his face in frustration. He knew he had something there. Defender slipped to open up the opportunity, could not get it home. It went out of play. With a minute and a half now after a Dallas restart, the ambush able to reclaim in their own end. St. Louis needing some fireworks here on New Year's Eve. Can't get much together here offensively. And triangulated away by the Dallas defense. They go through Jones. From his yellow line, he touches to Ortiz. $1.07 now. Left in the jar here in the second period. Silva going. Jones on a run. Kicked aside by Favela. He sprung back to Walls. From the public park here, Tony Walls with 53 seconds. Uses Guernsey on the outside. Jones, after serving it out of the back, made a nice run for Dallas. Ultimately, though, thwarted by Favela. We will see if it is Tito or if we see the new face, Resendez. In the second half, Kojakov just outside the Dallas box. Stifled! Second try! After having it taken away by Jones, he turned with it and had it deflected out of bounds by the Dallas defense. Ended up far side, first row. Kojakov found a gift under the tree. Now Mo takes a restart. Mo NDI slams it into a Dallas defender. And it pokes all the way back through Pepe. 20 seconds. Vadim on a run with Almeida. A little give and go. Vadim just wide. Regathered here by Almeida. Almeida to JT Thomas, 10 seconds. Slips back out beyond the arc. Mo to Kojakov. Shot! Second try, it's in! Lucas Almeida! Ambush on the board with 4 left here in the second. Big bong! If you see these dogs in your front yard, just know upstairs, I'm going hard! How about that? Mo to Kojakov. The shot initially by Vadim hit off of Gamboa, his hand, and then a Dallas defender. And right there to clean it up was Almeida. He pokes it home to make this a 2-1 game. Almeida in his second game of the season with his first goal. And that'll take us to the intermission. Gamboa out of his own end on the restart. Serves it all the way to Favela. What a first 30 here at the St. Charles Family Arena. Ambush down 2-0 most of the way. It was 29 minutes and about 56 seconds of not a ton of offense before Almeida broke through to make it 2-1. We'll be back right after this on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.
means drinking in. Free delivery to your door through the preferred liquor app.
Color the flowers. The whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the finer things in life.
Club Fitness knows St. Louis. We live local in our town. We work, we laugh, we give back, we sweat, support, and connect. We work every day to support your fitness goals and our community's needs. We've had your support for 35 years. We will always be there for you. Make a difference in your life and our community. Because lifting local lifts everybody.
Members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
There was a time in my life where I was extremely homesick. I decided that I needed a pet. When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. He jumped up and kissed me and jumped right into my arms. I immediately went up to the volunteers at the shelter and said, I want him, he's gotta come home with me. Now I'm anything but lonely. Every day with Turtle is a perfect day and keeps me company when I'm doing schoolwork. I like it when he jumps up on the table too. He is a veggie thief. He's an incredible companion and my best friend. Can't say that I've met anybody that doesn't love him too. When I adopted Turtle, I discovered all the things that make him unique. He's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly he's all pure love.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the finer things in life.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
yourself to the finer things in life.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
Como padre, todos los días son un desafío. Y hay que estar ahí presentes. No importa lo cansado que uno esté, hay que estar ahí presentes para ellos. Cuando los niños aprenden algo nuevo, es ese momento mágico y especial. Y creo que presenciar ese momento es mi favorito.
My name is Tom White, St. Joseph County Youth Soccer Association. I guess my passion is families teaching families about soccer. SCISA is the largest recreational organization in the state. We take the opportunity to build the community within the community and let it be about the soccer and the kids, not about anything else. A positive environment for everybody. If you just want to pass along a soccer passion that you had as a kid, this is the place to be. Yeah, this is the place to be.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on getting it right every time. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Daniel's experience with Kickaroos is he loves putting on the jersey every Saturday. He comes out, enjoys being part of the team, playing around with the ball, learning the game from his coaches, and skills that can last him a lifetime.
You know, this is what young kids sports should be like. It should be fun, it should be engaging, it should be positive. And my son Henry, when I tell him today is Thursday, he's like, is tomorrow soccer day? It's like, no, tomorrow's Friday, and then Saturday is soccer day. For a 4-year-old to have that sort of desire to keep doing an activity, it says a lot about the program. I feel like every coach that we've interacted with, they truly enjoy working with the kids. So at the end of the practice, I make it a mission of mine to say thank you and say, hey, how is my kid doing? And they're all like, oh, he's having so much fun and we love having him. And so it's clear that everybody involved really enjoys kids.
I love soccer so much, and just being a part of the game, being able to coach kids and like being able to influence them like at such a young age in this great sport, it's really something.
When I owned a small soccer business, I learned firsthand how tough being a small business owner can be. It was difficult keeping up with our accounting and taxes on top of running the business. Struggling to find help, I knew there had to be a better way. At CPAs for Hire, we understand the challenges small business owners face because we've been there. We take a personal approach to understanding your unique accounting, tax, and advisory needs, and customize affordable solutions that will help your business grow. We want to take this stress off your plate so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. Contact CPAs for Hire today to get your business on the right track.
Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS 2-1 as we start the second half in favor of the Dallas Sidekicks. Remember, fans, the official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight. Expertly designed for the indoor game, Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. And remember, MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note. That's MASLsoccer.com. The Ambush trailed in this one early, 1-0 after one complete. Dallas ran that lead to 2-0 early in the second quarter, but St. Louis got on the board in the closing seconds, literally, of that second stanza, courtesy of Lucas Almeida. This is that first goal in the first quarter by Dallas. It was Gustavo Piedra, officially credited with the assist here for the Dallas Sidekicks, is Julio Barella. That was at 5:57 in the first, and in the second it was Jamie Lovegrove, set up beautifully by Luis Morales. Lovegrove able to push that one home into an empty net with his right foot, passed just a hair behind him, but a great job by Morales to get enough space to get the pass off. Vadim Kojakov was credited with the assist on the final goal of that first 30 minutes. It was originally Mo Ndiaye at the top of the arc. Clever pass, Kojakov, a shot that was stopped, and then Almeida hammers it home with 4.1 seconds left in the first quarter. Ambush able to get on the board, I should say first half there, able to get on the board with just 4.1 seconds left in it. Almeida, great to see him get on the board here in the 2021-2022 season. Kojakov working hard in this game, able to set him up with the chance. And now we get going with the final 30. Ambush with a shot of life there on the offensive end in the second quarter after being outshot 7-4 in the first, able to outshoot Dallas 8-7. Real close right now, 14-12 on shots, 2-1 game in favor of the visitors. Dallas, they are looking to win 2 in a row for the first time this season. Ambush looking to win for the second time in 3 regular season games here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. The official practice facility for the St. Louis Ambush is Veta. Veta has 9 locations in the St. Louis metro area. Check them out at vetasports.com, and once the game gets going, make sure you come on out and see us here at Axios Field and the Family Arena in St. Charles. The Ambush are proud to partner with Club Fitness this season. Club Fitness is locally owned and operated since 1983. We encourage you to lift local and join the club today. Get more information by visiting clubfitness.us. The Ambush and the Sidekicks about to get going here in the game's second 30 minutes. Joey Zanaboni out here for you. My partner, Matt Rocchio, he is on vacation. He will rejoin us in 2022. Rock will be back, and we're going to have a lot of great action for you out here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. I am so excited for the 2022 season. Next time the Ambush are at home, it's against the Kansas City Comets. That'll be January the 14th at 7:35 p.m. Central Time. Full schedule, tickets, and more information available at stlambush.com. The Ambush right now ready to get going. Mo Ndiaye going to tap it in the center circle. The Ambush will control here at the outset of this second half. Same tenders in net. Gamboa and Favela still out there for the St. Louis Ambush. We knew it was going to be Gamboa for the Dallas Sidekicks, though we might see Resendez in the game's second 30. That is not going to be the case, at least not yet. Correction for you, Dallas will take that opening tap here in the second half, and they play it back through Gamboa. Dallas controlling at the outset of this second 30, and they immediately go over the top, seeking Valadez. Valadez, who helped to set up that first goal, knocks it off the far side board, going back through Quintana. Quintana, their stalwart in the back, feeding Lovegrove, one of the goal scorers. Lovegrove from just beyond the yellow line, challenging against Guernsey. Lovegrove trying to get a shot off, sliding, stopped by Mr. Guernsey, tapping it out to Mo. Mo trying to burst it loose. Mo Ndiaye has SK running, and he's got another friend, Kojakov, on the far side. Kojakov tapping one toward the goal. Looked to get it to SK. Didn't come together quite cleanly. SK challenging for it in the far corner. He slips and falls. centering it, lobbed it through the middle. Nobody there to claim for the ambush, and it's dismissed to the other side. Favela able to juggle it down. Gave up a goal in each quarter, but overall he's played pretty well. Gamboa comes out of the box to receive something from him. Challenged in deep by Almeida, almost took it away, crucially from Gamboa. Dallas able to regather right around midfield. And JT Thomas challenging against Valadez on that far side, ends up down on the turf and pushed down by Valadez. That's his second in this game. Ambush have a restart from midfield. Almeida tabbing forward toward Duduka. Backing down against Quintana. Duduka flares it back through Christian Briggs. Duduka behind the back, found Thomas, shot wide, second chance. Partially deflected by the Dallas defense. It was Briggs who tried to hammer it home. Dallas in a little trouble, bailed out by David Ortiz. Got just enough of the shot. Ambush able to take away the clearance. Duduka charging forward with it. Pulled down, getting just enough of him was Quintana. A couple of fouls here by this Dallas team. Quintana's second foul gives the Ambush another chance for a restart. 5 blue cards last night. None so far in this game. Kochikov going toward the far corner. Stopped up here by the Dallas defense. It pops all the way back to midfield, gathered by Pepe. Almeida out of Yahic. Knocked off the near side board from the yellow stripe. Pepe pressured from behind by Luis Morales. Pepe lay claim in midfield, shoots far corner. Mo gets it on a bounce. Mo, little give and go with Almeida, and shifts over the top. Kochikov! Mostaza! 2-2, 12:38 left in the third! What do you want to say to Joe Byron right now? What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner! Kochikov got a skull on it. A Dallas defenseman came charging back to try to break it up. What a flick to him by Mo. Hit off the defenseman's boot and went right in the back of the net. Vadim Kochikov, he had that key goal to start the rally against the Milwaukee Wave. And here he gets a key one to tie it up early in this third quarter. There's a spillage as the Ambush try to get back on the attack. Rio Ramirez ended up tangled with Walls. Walls went down. Ambush about to get a restart just outside the gold stripe here. Kochikov's 5th goal, Mo's 7th assist. Now Briggs hammers the free try off the wall for Dallas. Ambush, they see the chum in the water right now. Going forward to Walls. Walls stymied in that near side corner by Rio Ramirez. And it's touched away here by Rio. But Walls might have done a little bit of jostling there. He's whistled for a foul call that he doesn't like. Restart out of that near side corner. Sent cross field by Dallas. They roll it forward toward Morales. Grabbed by Piedra. Morales through the middle, rips his shot just wide. Long shot, laser-like, just missed. Mendez on the board. Morales able to control. Push to the far side, Piedra. Give back. Jones. Over to Felipe Silva. Quintana from just about midfield lets it breathe outside with about 11 and a half to go here this third. Tap forward, and Quintana able to flush one home for Dallas. Heck of a shot from the far side corner. Quintana, who's been such an anchor for this team, got loose. It was somehow able to bend one by Tito Favela. And Quintana, gorgeous play here. He grabs it out of the far board, nails a hot shot that skips off the hand of the keeper and to the thread with 11:22 to go here in the third. Quintana's been right in the thick of the action the entire afternoon, playing stifling defense And here in his 5th game of the season, he's able to break through for the first time. The first goal of the year on the tap here, opening tap. Mo sort of pump faked on it, had Thomas come forward. It was never touched. They have to do it again. And it's immediately shot over the top toward Thomas. He's able to gather out of that near side corner. Just outside the box, Mo centering. It was heel kicked by Briggs and grabbed by Gamboa. Keeper able to come up with it, and he fires it long, gets it bouncing into the seats on the Ambush side. Remember, you can keep up with the latest and greatest in the MASL via MASL Primetime. It's the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Friday on MASL TV with Alex Bostovansky. Unfortunately, Dallas, they might be on the show again right there. Brendan Lee able to flush one from the near side past Tito Favela. Lee, who suffered an injury earlier in the game, beautiful side shelf goal right there. Cameron Brown set him up, and Lee able to smack one by Favela for the 2nd goal in about 34 seconds for the Dallas Sidekicks. Lee, that's his 2nd of the season, and just like that, after all the momentum on the Vadim Kochikov header goal, Dallas has made quick work of re-seizing the momentum. It's once again a 2-goal lead, matching their largest of the game. It could change in a hurry, as it often does here in the MASL. So don't give up hope yet. Still 10:39 to go in this 3rd quarter, but Dallas has responded extremely well. Quintana at the 3:38 mark, and then Lee at the 4:12 mark. Silva and Brown on the assists. Dallas controls, near side, Felipe. Silva giving it into the middle and getting it right back. He dances it through the middle, gives down low toward Pietra. He's had a nice game, and I'll tell you what, this Dallas team is very skilled. 1-3 doesn't really tell the story of their season. They get another chance here. Shot goes wide, rebound attempt by Piedra, ultimately knocked away by Deduca. Change at the top, De Silva out, Ricardinho in. Relatively young team for this Dallas franchise this year. It's starting to come together with additions like Lovegrove and Brown returning to the fold. Chance in deep for Dallas is going to yield a free opportunity. Mendez just outside the box, trying to get through the ambush defense. Is partially knocked down by Almeida. It is whistled as a foul, and a timeout has been taken here on the field with 9:45 to go. The ambush and the Dallas Sidekicks right here on New Year's Eve in beautiful St. Charles after meeting up in Allen, Texas last night. That was a 4-3 W for Dallas. They lead 4-2 right now. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and at MASL Arena on Twitter. Keep up with these great games across the league and some great action going on across the sports world, of course. Today, New Year's Eve, it's known as a great football day. It's known as a great football day as well. The Kansas City Comets, they are in action against the Milwaukee Wave. The latest update I have from about 5 minutes ago. Kansas City 3, Milwaukee 3 on the western side of the state at historic Cable Dahmer Arena. Comets Wave, both formidable year in, year out. Good matchup. And it's all even right now out there at Cable Dahmer. We were all even here for just about a minute or two between the ambush and the Dallas Sidekicks. After a St. Louis timeout, Dallas on a free kick just outside the ambush box. It's Lovegrove, and in deep, an ambush defender able to get a toe on it on the far post. Hot shot by Lovegrove, and it was Schmerman who was able to get his cuticles to it. And dismissed. Lovegrove reclaims midfield. Parachutes one to the far side corner. Slipped it past Morales. Bounces dangerously through the middle. Guernsey able to help work it out. Now it's Barry on the charge. Barry giving to Mo. Mo with something on. Rolls it toward Gamboa. And Mo NDI, who again missed last night's game with a minor illness. Frustrated he was not able to make more out of that. Lee, the latest goal scorer for Dallas, trying to take it away from the ambush on the far side. Schmerman, after regaining possession, able to ultimately knock over the top toward Thomas. Chested down on a bounce off the wall by Varela. And now it's going to be a restart in favor of the Dallas Sidekicks. Little pushing as the ambush tried to resuscitate the opportunity. Dallas controls, takes it into the ambush end. Swept on by Lee. Wanted to get it to Brown. Couldn't control cleanly. Defense by Briggs. Picked up by Favela. Pepe. Tried to play it forward. Stolen away in the back by Gonzalez. Gonzalez tapping back to Lee. 8.5 to go here in the third. Flurry of activity after we went to the break at 2-1 in favor of Dallas. Kochikov scored. Vadim's goal, though, a distant memory as Dallas has struck twice. Pressure on the ball just inside the Dallas end by JT Thomas. Sent Quintana, who does have the go-ahead goal right now, to the ground. Quick restart. Ambush tried to stymie it. Dallas able to control once again in their end. Now Quintana taking it into the ambush box. Stopped up by Thomas and Esque. Joint effort. Sprung out by Thomas. Off the chest of Julio Varela. He had the assist officially on that first goal in the first quarter. Keeps it in a bell jar in the back. Piedra pressured by Thomas. Flutters it outside toward Jones. Esque trying to chip it away from him. Get it into the Sidekicks box. Thomas grabs some loose change in that far corner. Uses Walls. Back through Briggs. 7:27 left here in the third. Sign of life perhaps for the ambush. To get an attack going here, Yahic wanted to set something up. Pass was deflected. Going to it, Guernsey tried to head it on, and it ends up skipping out. We'll go to a media timeout here with 7:15 to go in the third quarter. The ambush trailing the Dallas Sidekicks by a score of 4-2 right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. We want to say thank you to all of our great fans in 2021. No better way to close out a calendar year than right here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Ambush have games real quick in 2022, January 14th and January 16th. Make sure you check out stlambush.com for more information. And for tickets, get on out as the Ambush host the Kansas City Comets at 7:35 on January 14th. And then host a new face in the MASL. It's the Chihuahua Savage joining the Ambush here at the St. Charles Family Arena, Axios Field, 3:05 p.m. on January the 16th. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we would love to see you out here once again to support the Ambush squad that's once again clad in the pink, but with a little bit of a twist. These are new kits. They were wearing teal last night down there in Allen, and the teal is factored in bottom of the jersey. We got balloon drop fun coming up here at the St. Charles Family Arena. I think that's about 500 to 1,000 balloons up there. And they're all going to be coming down for the fans. Angela Sharp, our great field host, warming the crowd up for that balloon drop. That's a balloon drop right there. Dallas off a restart, able to get it to the top of the box, and Sebastian Mendez with a surgical finish. Goes near post left foot and pokes one by Favela. It was Gamboa who served it forward initially, chested to the top of the box, and Mendez right there to smack it home. Brown once again going to be credited with an apple. What a great addition / re-addition to this team he's been. Beautiful chest off that service forward by Gamboa. Brown put it right at the top of the box, and a beauty of a finish by number 27, Sebastian Mendez. Brown holds the all-time record for consecutive games with a goal in Dallas Sidekicks history at 26. We have not seen him score here today, but a couple of assists on his resume. Out of the media timeout, Dallas able to take advantage and catching the ambush off guard. Mendez with his first goal in 2 games this season. And another chance for another look here for Dallas. Up top of the key here, it's Jamie Lovegrove. Nope, it's a friend who came in front of him. A surprise shot, and it came off the foot of Morales, went high, and ultimately deflected up and out. Ambush trying to go quickly off the restart. Mo centering, had Yahic in front, just out of his reach. Briggs tries to reserve back in. It curls to Gamboa. And with 6.5 to go, the Dallas keeper able to pick it up and launch it loose. It hit off the top of the board right in front of the Dallas bench. And a great save by Favela prevents a huge disaster. Looked like it was going out of bounds and ended up deflecting back onto the field of play. Morales was behind the defense. His shot was not picture perfect. And Favela able to turn it back. There is a player down now for Dallas just inside their own end in front of the ambush bench. The clock will stop with 6:10 left here in the third. Fortuitous break, a good save by Favela to keep the ambush in the game. And club down against the Milwaukee Wave. Last time we were at home, able to roar back. Can't afford to fall behind by more than 3. It was Morales who was down. Luis Morales, who's played well. Gets up fairly quickly, heads back to his own bench with what looks like a leg injury. Game that's still been devoid of power plays. Nonetheless, it's been hard fought. Ambush on a takeaway. Kojikov just inside the Dallas end. Vadim going to work. Knocks it off the wall, bounced back toward the top of the arc. Flutters by Duduka, and he's hammered by Cameron Brown. Duduka Carvalho goes down, and he's checking his face after slamming into the board. Duduka wiping away a little sweat here, and he will check on that forehead. Ooh, went down hard, more or less face first, and that'll result in the boarding penalty against Cameron Brown. He's been a star today for Dallas, and now he's gotten a free vacation. P squared for the ambush. 2 minutes starts at 5:51 remaining in the third. First power play of the game. Mo off a tap, feeds inside, turnage by Thomas, shot by Walls, turned back, bulldozing through. Mo tried to rainbow it home. A beauty of a flip over his own head, but it went just wide. It is grabbed off the cardboard by Gamboa. It's thrown out. It looks like maybe there were words being exchanged behind the play. The referees are whistling it dead. Mo and Silva both gesticulating. And it looks like we'll have a chance for Gamboa once again to do with it as he pleases. Goes to the long catapult throw. Ortiz gathers in the ambush end. Pressured by Esque. Will give back. Raced forward now by Almeida, one of the 2 goal scorers for the ambush. Feeding Mo. Back to Walls. Just outside the yellow stripe. Mo. Pitch and catch with Almeida. 40 gone by in the power play. Sweeps one just wide. Second chance, just wide again. In the air, Thomas couldn't hammer it home. Almeida on the second try heads it to Duduka just outside the arc, and Duduka fires it high and wide. 5 exactly to go here in the third period. Ambush tied it up 2-2 early on, but 3 goals since for Dallas have given them some insurance. Quintana, who has one of them, trying to chase something down on the ambush end in the far corner. Worked loose, though, by Barry. Grabbed by Almeida after he was touched by Favela. Almeida. Give to Mo. Thomas works it down deep. Wall centralizing. Top of the arc. Mo tries his luck. Just slips it off the Yahtzee board. Walls. Second chance. Give Almeida across the yellow line. Couldn't control it cleanly. Does prevent a clearance. Almeida stuck a foot in. Bounces back to Gamboa. About 30 left on the power play. Ambush, a couple of looks. Mo has been the key guy here. And he takes it up out of the St. Louis end. 15 seconds left on the advantage. Mo, give. Almeida, centralizing. Oh, Thomas hits a bar. Went up top, deflected all the way out to Mo NDI, and the ambush won't get a second chance. Thomas gave it a rip. Ball ends up back on the ambush side, out of play to kill the penalty. Brown comes back on, ambush with the restart. Thomas, beautiful shot. Just went upstairs with it, though. Hit the top of the frame and deflected loose. Barry chases one down, trying to center, sliding in to deflect it was Silva, and he got a piece of it with the paw. A handball coming here against the Dallas Sidekicks. Silva went to his derriere to try to prevent that from going into his own box, and pretty clear. Great work here by Barry to work it forward, and Silva gave it the old swat. Dallas in trouble once again with 3:27 to go here in the third period. Once again, it's Expedia.com. Silva, the man this time who's on the trip. Second blue card in the last few minutes here against the Dallas Sidekicks. Mo from the corner will restart it on the second power play of the game for the ambush. Mo goes cross field, and he lasered it into the seats. He played it behind Almeida, and there's a miscommunication there. Mo just sent it to the fans. The Sidekicks in their own end will try to dismiss it. 18th power play of the season for St. Louis. Team so far has scored 8 goals with an advantage. Get another try here as Dallas's clearance effort ends up in the seats on the far side. It'll be Mo. He will fire it. It's deflected by the wall. Ends up a little bit high, a little bit wide. Duduka resuscitates. Give back to Almeida. Now Mo looking to go through to Walls. Deflected back toward Thomas. Top of the arc, he couldn't do anything with it. Almeida does. Walls, quick shot, turned away by Gamboa. Hit off of Rio Ramirez, the defender in front. And Gamboa able to grab it. 2:56 left here in this third period. St. Louis still with north of a minute to go on this latest power play. Fairly good looking front just a moment ago. Almeida. Mo trying to push it down toward Duduka. Defense has been strong today for Dallas. Once again, it was Ramirez. Got his body to it. Dismissed it down toward Favela. He dispenses out to Almeida. Duduka just inside the yellow line. Mo down low, wanted Walls. Took a crack at it. Gonzalez. He poked it away. Clearance regathered by Almeida in the public park. Almeida touching down to Duduka. Heel pass toward Thomas. Duduka tries to burst through and get another try at it. Dallas defense anchored by Lovegrove that time. Able to dismiss. 30 seconds left here on the power play. Almeida over to Mo. 1:52 left in the third. Ambush trailing 5-2 here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Pass by Mo, intended for Almeida across the top of the key. Stolen away by Dallas and sprung for Lovegrove. He gets a shot off. Little high, little wide. Ramirez has been real good in the back for him. Closing seconds of the power play. Silva about to hop back on. And he returns to the field. Almeida to Thomas, top of the key. First chance denied by Gamboa. Second chance, Thomas on the ground trying to swirl it in. And Gamboa falls on top of it. There is a scrum in front. Rugby match broke out briefly. Gamboa emerges and fires down to the other side where it's headed by Schmerman. Poked to Esquet in the ambush end. St. Louis just not able to get it precisely into the attack they want. Dallas with Julio Varela just recycling here from the yellow line back to the center stripe. 42 seconds left in the third. Dallas, a broken play here. Quintana had a friend who was climbing onto the bench. St. Louis the takeaway. Mo, nice find toward Vadim. Down low just outside the Dallas box. He tried to swish it toward the frame. Dismissed out of play. Looks like it's going to be Mo who will take it. It will go the ambush his way with 29 seconds to go. Restart, far side just inside the yellow line. Punch back toward Esquet. Outside the gold stripe, gives to Guernsey. Sam, his shot blocked. It was Valadez who stepped in front. 15 seconds now to go in this third stanza. Guernsey had it ripped away by the Dallas defense on the attack, and now they go on the attack. Valadez, he fires one into Esquet with 3 seconds. Valadez bullies to it. Centralization. Buzzer goes off as Vadim picks it off in the ambush box. That'll take us to the fourth. Vadim Kochikov scores for St. Louis in the third stanza, but the ambush find themselves on the low end of a 5-2 score as we head on to the fourth and final period of regular play right after this on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.
Not going out means drinking in. Free delivery to your door through the preferred liquor app.
Sophia. Whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on getting it right every time. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Joey Zanaboni out here for you at the Family Arena. The Ambush and the Dallas Sidekicks about to start the final 15-minute quarter of this regulation. 60 minutes allotted. Right now the Ambush, well, down 5-2, but out shooting Dallas to the tune of 22-21. Vadim Kochikov scored early in the third quarter at the 2:22 mark. Unfortunately, Quintana, Lee, and Mendez scored at 3:38, 4:12, and 7:54 respectively to open up a 5-2 lead for Dallas in the third after the Ambush briefly tied this score at 2-2. But again, we've had opportunities. A couple of power plays have helped with that, and we are out shooting Dallas to the tune of 22-21. Ambush controlling off the opening tap. Top of the arc, Dallas end. Mo pushes outside to Barry. Barry slams one off the glass. Mo on a bouncer. He hits a volley that's grabbed on a great diving save by Gamboa. And that's one for his highlight reel to keep this score at 5-2. On the other end, Lee trying to send it forward. Barry on the defense, knocks it back toward midfield. Felipe Silva able to gather for Dallas with about 30 gone by here in the fourth. Sam Guernsey is serving a misconduct for 5 minutes to start this fourth. He was assigned a yellow card, first that we've seen in this game, after a couple of blues in that third period. Barry on the ambush end, able to gather a long pass after a takeaway. Tries to flare it out wide. Dallas quickly takes it back. A lot of fun out here at Axios Field, and we've gotten the official number of balloons that are going to be dropped. That soccer ball is dropped into the 5th or 6th row by the penalty box off a fan's head. That's Sam Guernsey, who just had the ball fly over his head. And Guernsey is serving that yellow card again for a game misconduct. We have 1,700 balloons that are coming out of the big net on the ceiling after the game. JT Thomas trying to send it to the little net. Another diving save by Gamboa, able to stymie. There is a new keeper in the game now for St. Louis, Jose Resendez. Just added to this roster, 5'11", 27-year-old from Streamwood, Illinois. In the blue jersey, in the back after Favela played the first 45 minutes. Resendez, who just cleared it forward, gets another chance to gather an Easter egg here. Feeds it to Almeida, pushed outside to Christian Briggs. Almeida serves over the top, wanted Thomas, flick on with the head, second try, won't go. Oh, a ball that dropped like one of these 1,700 balloons. Thomas tipped it with the head just wide, tried to jam one home with the foot, but Gamboa able to pounce on it. Ambush able to get a takeaway at midfield to engineer another shot. Almeida takes it across the yellow line, has to drop back to JT Thomas. Almeida, Thomas, Mo on the attack. Dallas able to thwart again. Their defense, give them credit, they've been good. Gonzalez on the latest takeaway. Varela took it forward, poked away by Mo, grabbed by Resendez. Resendez pushes out through Vadim Kojakov. Down Main Street, Kojakov, who scored in the third, has it taken away by Morales. Dallas able to regather. Out of the back, they can't string anything together cleanly offensively. Schmerman, just inside the ambush end. Pushes to Barry, who pushes it back to Esquet. Esquet down the main avenue. Has it stolen away by Valadez. He's played well today, hasn't he? Ortiz, off his pass. Happy to just help squeegee a little more water off the time, Dolphin. Gamboa knocked it forward. Schmerman on the ambush's yellow line had to reach back with the foot, make a nice play to prevent that from going through. Dallas had an attacker creeping in behind. Now they set up for an attack with Mendez pushing near corner. Got it to Silva. Deflected back by the ambush defense. Ends up with Jones just outside the gold stripe. 11:19 to go in regulation. He feeds a friend outside, and they're just milking this clock a little bit right now for Dallas. They've been content to slow this game down for large stretches. Jones starts an entry here, but it's quickly tic-tac-toed right back to him. Just possession here for Dallas. Triangulate one. Lee, nice footwork, had a man down deep. Quick shot, and Resendez able to pounce on that. It came off the foot, not all that cleanly of Cameron Brown, just tried to flick it by Resendez. Resendez able to corral. Esquet now. Taps it through Swanner. Wanted to go forward to Briggs. Pushed back by the Dallas defense. Christian gathers. From the yellow line goes to Yahic. Squeeze back to Almeida. He scored in the final 4 seconds there of that second quarter. 4.1 officially on the clock. Make it 2-1 going to half before Vadim tied it up early in the third. Far side, Swanner trying to control, trying to get it toward that Dallas box. Once again, Morales took it away, but it ends up with Thomas. Had Yahic going through the middle. Never got to him. Almeida ends up with it. Takes it back to the yellow line. Push outside. Swanner. Give Almeida a shot. Deflected. Ends up in the midst of Gamboa. Juan Gamboa closing in on his second win of the season. Averaging about 5.5 goals allowed coming into play today, but he's been on his game here in St. Charles. Comes out of the box in the corner to try to snuff one. It's sent back toward him by Thomas. He lost his footing, but is able to grab it off the board. Went down on the ground with Yahic in the area, was able to scoop it up. Almost a mistake after playing a ball outside of the mousetrap. Escape finds Yahic. Oh, just wide. Yahic right by the near side post. Flooded it across the mouth of the goal, and it just spilled wide. Esque on the other side challenging for it. Maybe sent Rio Ramirez down to the ground. That is how the refereeing crew saw it. Restart for Dallas does nothing. Ambush from their own end, serving forward into the Dallas side. Mo at the yellow line, dancing with it. Footwork is just wonderful from him. Just too many white jerseys around, though. Able to slow him up. And they're going to get Mo for an offensive foul there, trying to work through. Myriad defenders swarming him. Mo, who's got an assist. Beautiful setup on that Kojakov finish. Just hasn't quite had the game that he's had against Milwaukee, Kansas City here earlier in the season at the Family Arena, but again was dealing with a minor illness yesterday. He's going to get a little rest here as the Dallas Sidekicks will take it forward on a restart. After that ended up out of play, the Sidekicks going to take it all the way out of the ambush end. From the top of the key with 8:16 left in the fourth, they will get a free crack at it. Lovegrove once again was the decoy. It was Morales who banged it into the wall. Ambush defenders stand tall. On the counter, Almeida feeding. Yahic. Otto stays patient. Give back through Schmerman. Almeida turning with it. Tries a long shot. Ends up off of Lovegrove and out of bounds. That's going to take it to the media timeout with 7:56 to go here in the fourth. The St. Louis Ambush and the Dallas Sidekicks resolving their differences here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Dallas leads at 5-2 with just under 8 to go. We'd love to have you back out here at the Family Arena in 2022. Remember, the next post-game autograph session on the field is January 16th. The first 1,000 fans in attendance get the second poster in the Sumner One Posters Series. That's a series of 5 poster autograph sessions this season. Next is January 16th at 3:05 against Chihuahua. It's going to be a lot of fun out here at the Family Arena, and we hope to have you with us. And if you can't, make it on out to St. Charles. Make sure you are with us on the Big 550 KTRS. The Ambush have partnered with the Big 550 this season to have all home games broadcast live on radio or on the 550 KTRS app. Matt Rocchio will rejoin me that January 14th, 16th weekend here at the Family Arena. We hope you will as well. St. Louis trying to find at least a silver lining late. Down by 3, same margin as the team trailed Milwaukee by here on the 4th of December, 5-2. Came back to win that one 7-6. Is there more magic in the boots here today? Almeida on the restart, knocks it off the wall, wanted to center it into the box. Thomas applying pressure. Dallas able to rip it away, though. Clearance hits off a linesman. Fortuitous, perhaps, for the Ambush as the Sidekicks are trying to spring it toward Morales. St. Louis able to keep it in the sidekick end. Yahich sends a low shot into the midst of Gamboa. Easy rollout for him. Send loose here. Grabbed by Varela. Centering across the ambush box and a goal. David Ortiz on the finish here for the Sidekicks, and he is pumped up in the arms of a teammate. More Sidekicks spill out, and they will celebrate here accordingly. 7:25 to go in the fourth. Ball played across, and ultimately Ortiz gets the feed from Morales. Once again, Morales, after he got the pass from Varela, able to officially get the assist. Morales, who set up that Lovegrove goal earlier, giving that to Ortiz. And Ortiz able to slot it by Resendez to run the lead to 4 here with under 7.5 to go. This Dallas team, they seem to have new life. Ricardinho has this club really clicking since assuming the duties from De Silva. Ricardinho telling me before the game that he felt like that effort last night from his team was just superb, beginning to end. Said he focused on letting his team know, hey, we have to cancel out the outside stuff with the travel, etc. Keep it all on the field. Keep the focus sharp, and it certainly has been for Dallas. Bo from the near side rips a shot with the outside of the foot. There's a 6th attacker on now for St. Louis. It was a chance on the far side for Almeida. Both he and Mo hit it wide. That is Almeida in the gray jersey. There is no one in net for the ambush. After the ball gets out on the far side, Almeida will take a free strike, hits it off the head of Mike Jones, deflects back toward midfield. No choice now but for the ambush to try to get something positive offensively. Almeida glides it forward far side, gives to Mo. Ndiaye looking for space, tries to shove it near post, gathered by Gamboa. Mo talking with JT Thomas about maybe working that together more cleanly next time. Lovegrove on the ambush end sweeps one across the middle of the box. Almeida, who is back with Yahich, able to gather it. Greg Muir, he asked this team what would be the approach, what would be the response here today. Said the key would be relentlessness, and the ambush have to show key relentlessness tonight after falling 4-3 yesterday. A big margin here late. Otto Yahich, a quick shot from the top of the arc. It's knocked down by Gamboa. And that's really the theme for Greg Muir. He said relentlessness for this team will really be the key factor as this season goes along. 24 games. It's a long season. Obviously, it's tough to get on some early flights down to Dallas, back up here to St. Louis. Team has to show toughness. Muir, who's very forward-thinking, very optimistic. He says that one of his life mottos is what's next. That's the question that's always on his mind. Squad will have a trip to Tacoma coming up here in early 2022. Long shot from their own end by Dallas. And it's gathered by Lovegrove and thwarted by Yahich. Off the wall, Lovegrove looked like he had the easiest goal of his life. And Yahich came back to break it up. The second try is gathered by Almeida in the box with his hands and rolled loose. 4:35 to go in this fourth quarter. Ask Greg Muir, what's your New Year's resolution? He's got 3 words on that. Greg says, keep being real. I like that. He'll be real with this team after what looks like it may be a defeat, barring something miraculous here in the closing stages. Ambush, a couple of pellets thrown toward the goal here. Mo, another try, rips it up onto the glass above the bar. My New Year's resolution, go to bed earlier. These 3 o'clock games help with that. Thomas trying to help with the score. Fired one from the top of the key, just a little bit high. Yahich runs it down in the ambush end as we get under 4. Mo pushes to Vadim. Centralization toward Thomas. Ended up down on the turf, no whistle. Dallas springs it out. They've got Brown on the run. Hits the post, went far post, deflected back, and it's gathered by Ortiz. He slams it in from the top of the arc. Ortiz on the finish. And his second goal of this fourth quarter will run the lead to 7-2 for the Dallas Sidekicks. Ortiz, that is 2 goals in the game and 2 goals on the season for him to accompany 3 assists. Brown narrowly missed one, hit a post. Mo came back in defense. Ortiz gathered it up top and slammed it home top shelf. Mo not able to get to it. Ortiz, he's been sharp here late for a Dallas team that, again, seems to be finding its form offensively after struggling at the outset of the season. Dallas came into play today, 1-3, but again, just a much different team than the one we saw a little bit earlier down in Texas this season. Ambush able to beat the Sidekicks in the first meeting of the season. And then it was really just a complete reshuffle for Dallas. They're going to get another empty netter here. Ambush obviously just playing to try to get on the board again. And Dallas takes advantage. Gamboa gathered one at the top of the key and fired it way out. Almeida tried to stifle it, as did SK. But ultimately it ends up in the back of the net. Morales, the man to finish it, and there's a timeout that's called here on the field. Ambush going to regather here and go ahead and just try to finish the final 3-0-1 out strong. The score is now 8-2 in favor of the fellas from Dallas. Sidekicks and Ambush first met in early December down there in Texas. Final score 8-4. Ambush won that game. It was 2-2 after one. Ambush opened up a 5-2 lead going to half and ended up with a 4-goal victory behind 2 strikes from Pepe. Sam Guernsey had a beauty of a goal down there as well. That was December 4th down in Dallas. Earlier we had said that the last home game for St. Louis was December 4th against Milwaukee. That was our mistake. That was December 19th against Milwaukee. I should have known. I was here for it. Just about 11, 12 days ago. It was against the Wave. It was a 7-6 W for the Ambush. And here today on New Year's Eve, just hasn't quite been the Ambush's game. Good work by Morales to thread through. High effort here. Ambush again, still with an empty net. And just could not stop up Morales, who's been key for this Sidekick squad. He's been giving them out with the assists, and now he is on the board himself. Morales with kind of an acrobatic finish on a bouncing ball, able to poke it home. Luis Morales, he had an assist in the second on that Lovegrove goal, had another hooking up with Ortiz here in the fourth, and now scores on a pass that came from Gamboa. Gamboa will get the apple. Last couple of goals have come against 6 attackers for Dallas, and now Resendez is going to come back in net for St. Louis, just trying to stanch the bleeding here. We want to say thank you to Shelly Clark, St. Louis Ambush CEO. Shelly key as always with the information here today, and she was the one who let us know that the total number of balloons is 1,700 up there in the netting. Those balloons are going to come off the ceiling here. As soon as we go final, we'll have post-game interviews, player of the game, and then a celebration for New Year's Eve. Fans, players, coaches, staff. There's Adayahic! Slips one by Gamboa with 2:28. Ariana Grande! What's up, mama? Come to Coney Island. Take a spin on the Cyclone. I miss ya. Out of Yahic, not missing anything. From just inside the yellow stripe, got a feed from Mo. That's Mo's second assist of the game. Yahic able to slot one past Gamboa. Didn't exactly hammer it, but was able to thread it on in. He's had a good season, hasn't he? 5 goals, 5 games. 8 assists now in the season for Mo Ndiaye. And at least a positive here late for the Ambush. Pretty much as soon as the squads get back to 5-on-5, Yahic able to slot one home. Mo trying to work one forward, dismissed back by the Dallas defense as we get under 2 to go. Resendez facing a little pressure here as Dallas tries to get that one back. Valadez thwarted. Yahic, a goal with 2:28 to go. Something to build on, perhaps more. Kojakov downloaded Thomas. JT dancing with it. Thomas gets a shot off with the left foot, but didn't strike it the way he wanted. Rolled to Gamboa, and Gamboa able to grab and fling one down onto the Ambush end. 75 seconds to go. I'd like to say thank you to all the great staff here around the St. Charles Family Arena for helping us get set up and making 2021 so memorable out here in St. Charles. 2022 starts tomorrow, and it'll be a fresh start for this Ambush team. Some lessons learned here today as it's kind of just slipped away from the pink and teal clad St. Louis side. Restart deflected away by the Ambush defense on a pass by Piedra. Now Almeida takes it down to the other side. Almeida, he's got Vadim Kojakov. Kojakov rips one just wide. Maybe had Yahic open and just missed. Briggs tries to gather the rebound on the far board. Slips back. Dallas with Morales coming forward. Good defense by Barry helps to take it away. St. Louis will fall to 2-4 on the season. They'll stay stuck at 6 points. Dallas will move to 2-3. The club will match St. Louis here with the 6 points. Again, the teams met December 4th down there in Texas. Ambush got the better of it. Fortunately, last night, Sidekicks won 4-3, and it looks like they will win by a considerable margin here this afternoon. Clearance poked out by Dallas, whistled back. Ambush going to get a restart here from the yellow line. Chance for a final strike. And that was a 3-line pass that gives it to Almeida. He taps it to Schmerman. His shot stopped by Gamboa. And it's poked down toward Resendez. He makes his team debut late here. Ambush just not quite able to keep this one close. Dallas runs away late, 2 seconds here, and that will do it as the final chance is knocked away by the Dallas defense. 8-3 the final. Sidekicks do win it. Ambush showed good fight, down 2-0 early, made it 2-1 in the closing seconds of the first half. Kojakov, after Almeida made it 2-1, Kojakov made it 2-2 early in the third quarter, but after that, Dallas in the third and fourth ended up scoring 6 unanswered to make it 8-2. A late goal by Yahic gave the Ambush a silver lining, but St. Louis does fall here this afternoon 8-3. Still a lot of fun, and we are glad you have been able to be with us on MASL TV as well as the Big 550 KTRS. Joey Zanaboni flying the plane solo for you, but you know, I'm never quite all by my lonesome. A great, great crew out here with us at the St. Charles Family Arena. Thank you to everybody who took the time here on New Year's Eve to put together a great broadcast, and the party is far from over. We got 1,700 balloons, and they are poised right now on the ceiling, about to drop down as part of a New Year's Eve celebration here at Axios Field, the St. Charles Family Arena. We have Angela Sharp down on the carpet right now. She will be with our players here post-game. A fun time here at the Family Arena. A good game for the Ambush to learn from for sure. Some lessons out there. The team got off to a little bit of a slow start, had to battle back. Ultimately did outshoot this Dallas team to the tune of 36-28. First star of the game brought to you by Anthem is Juan Gamboa. He allowed 3 goals and saved the rest of those 36 shots in net for Dallas. Our second star is Luis Morales, 1 goal, 2 assists. And then Cameron Brown, the third star of the game, he had 3 apples for the Dallas Sidekicks. Again, he is a legend for the Sidekicks, one of their great players in the past who's just been added to the roster. Ricardinho, the new head coach for this Dallas side, thrilled to have him back. And Ricardinho now 2-0 on the bench this year for the Dallas Sidekicks. Another addition for him has been Jamie Lovegrove. He's played well since returning to this team as well. And Angela Sharp going to be with him. And it looks like Will SK here momentarily. It'll be Lovegrove and SK momentarily down there on the carpet. And we will go ahead and give out that American Family Insurance Player of the Game. For the St. Louis Ambush, that American Family Insurance Player of the Game will be William SK. SK played well, had a chance early in the first quarter for the Ambush, and he's a fan favorite here in St. Louis. We're going to toss it down to Angela. She is with Mr. Lovegrove down on the field right now.
All right, we got a couple of post-game interviews for you. First up, Mr. Lovegrove, now you guys played the Ambush back-to-back. Both nights you were victorious. Last night, they
last night. We were both teams at the airport this morning at 4 a.m. and we both flew at 6. And, you know, we just found someone within our group that helped us through that game. And both teams had to battle. Look, it wasn't an 8-3 game. I'll tell you that much now. They're a great team. The fans really, really help. And as long as they stay behind these types of organizations, this team's going to be great.
Well, I like hearing that. Now, is there anything that you guys are going to go home and work on for your next game coming up?
We just got to work on the fine details. You know, we've got a new coach, and since the new coach has been in, we're now 2-0, so we're working on good things. We've got to fine-tune. We've got to get everything working together, and hopefully we can get another performance on Sunday against Milwaukee.
Well, good luck to you in that game. Not the next time you play us, though. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
And now joining me, our Ambush Player of the Game, Vadim Kozhikov. All right, you had the lovely header into the net there. That was very pretty. What was the difference between last night and today? Last night you guys had a real chance. Today we kind of lost it a little bit.
I mean, first of all, I just want to say thanks for coming out. Just embarrassing, honestly, the result that we just put out there. No excuses. We were only a couple of hours asleep. Both teams, exact same thing. But it's just, it has to change. It wasn't good enough.
All right, well, what in particular are you guys going to work on for your next game?
Our discipline defensively has to be better. We got caught way too many times. Our structure has to be better. Just as a team, we have to be better. There's no individual that did anything wrong today. It was just a team effort.
A team effort, but you did hear those awesome Ambush fans all day long cheering you on. They were in on it. Are you going to be down here ringing in the new year with them?
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys for coming out again. You guys are the sixth man on the field, so help us a lot. We promise we'll be back.
Let's hear it for Vadim Kozhikov over here.
St. Louis Ambush and the Dallas Sidekicks finished today at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Thank you to Jamie Lovegrove for joining Angela Sharp, and thank you to Vadim Kozhikov as well. Vadim, one of the 3 goal scorers for the Ambush. It was Lucas Almeida, then Vadim himself, and then Otto Yahic, who got on the board today for St. Louis. Vava obviously frustrated with the performance. Not the prettiest of games for the Ambush here today, but certainly something that the team can build on. We're going to toss to a quick break, and then we will come on back for the balloon drop. New Year's Eve rages on right after this at the Family Arena. here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
At Raising Cane's, we focus on getting it right every time. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
Color the flowers.
That's just
The whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
They no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer here on MASL TV, the Big 550 KTRS. The fans have flocked onto the field. It's about time for the dropping of 1,700 balloons on them. Let's toss it down to Angela Sharp on the carpet.
Come on down and fill out the field. Let's go.
All right, Lux, are you ready for this? It's on the screen. Apparently, we have started. No one told me we had started. We got bubbles, we got balloons. I like when kids are out here because the balloons don't get popped as much. Nice little souvenir to take home. It's those adults pop balloons. That's how that works.
What a great moment with the balloon drop here at Axios Field. Ambush fall to the Dallas Sidekicks, but the fans still had a heck of a lot of fun. That was Gustavo Piedra opening up the scoring. Ambush got on the board with Lucas Almeida in the closing seconds of the first half. Almeida made it 2-1, and then Vadim Kochikov on a beauty of a feed from Mo, able to poke one home with the head to make it 2-2. From there, though, Dallas did dominate the scoring. They put on an offensive clinic in this game's second half. That was Mendez, who was real sharp for them on that surgical finish to help power 6 straight goals in the closing couple of quarters to run away with an 8-3 win here this afternoon. Dallas wins the second of the 2-game series. Now, the Ambush will get about a week off and return to action January 7th down in Tacoma. It's a 9:35 start in beautiful Tacoma, Arizona on January 7th, and then a 7:05 Central Time start on January 9th. Again, that's 9:35 Central and 7:05 Central on January 7th and 9th in Tacoma for the Ambush. Make sure you tune in on MASL TV, and we'll be back with you on January 14th versus the Kansas City Comets at 7:35 p.m. right here at the Family Arena. Make sure you get your tickets at stlambush.com. Until then, Joey Santaboni, for all our great crew out here at Axios Field, saying so long and good night. Happy New Year. This has been St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.